All right, so let's just start with who you are, how long you've been on, and what is your current position right now.
Again, I'm Kathleen Vredenburgh. I'm a captain with Denver Fire Department, and I've been on for 17 years. And I've been in several places in the department, everywhere ranging from just being the firehouse. I think most of my time was Station 27s. Then I started pretty early on with the arson unit. I went through the Denver Police Academy, became an investigator, and did that for about 5 or 6 years before I took the promotional exam, and then that took me in a whole different trajectory. And that involved, being a training lieutenant, running the Youth Fire Stop Intervention Program, and then also I was placed here in Internal Affairs. So right now I'm assigned as an investigator for Internal Affairs, and I have been here for, I guess it's been about 4 years now, maybe close to 5.
And then as a founding member, why did you start this group? Why do you think we needed this women's group?
I think that when I first came on this job, it was really clear to me that I should be not trying to be part of an organized group that could be perceived perhaps as being confrontational or create controversy or disagreements between the genders, and it was a negative for a while. But we're in such a different time now. I believe that we are so fortunate to have new women coming on the job who are highly competent and highly capable, and it became more about our ability to group together and know each other and be a help to each other in areas that just would make our job better, and less about the capability component, because that was already there. And it also came about just having relationships with each other. I think it's important. And so myself, Carly Helwick, Sarah Kamstra came together and said, listen, it's time. It's time for us to try again so that we can all meet as a group and help each other out a little bit, and then maybe even find ways to help the people who will be coming, the women coming after us. And that's through policy. It's through the uniforms we're wearing. It's through creating environments that attract women to want to be part of our family at the DFD.
What is the one thing in this group that you hope to promote? Specifically, one thing you could have as your passion project for this group?
With this question, if you're okay with it, I'm going to answer it in 2 ways. First, saying what we are not, and what our hope is for it not to become, and then answer for me what my personal pet interest is for the group. The first part is, when we were talking about like how this group would come together, we were very clear, and I think everybody agreed it was not a session for us to complain about personalities or to create an environment where what we're doing is going to be at the cost of anyone else, because that would not be the goal. It is only with the goal that we do what we can to rise ourselves up as a gender and to create an environment where we would be inviting other women to want to take part in. And so we said from the very beginning, and even I believe at the beginning of our meetings, this is not going to be a session where we're all going to sit and complain about what we're not happy about. It's going to be an opportunity for us to create our committees, decide what we're going to be attacking to try to make a good environment for ourselves and allow our voice to be heard in a diplomatic and appropriate way. So I'm a super nerd. I don't know if you noticed that about me. And the one thing to me, there's all kinds of things, like the uniforms that we're wearing, the way we're interacting with each other, the way we interact with the other people in our organization. My big thing is that we're creating the black and white of it, the policy, that when we sit down and we collaborate with those people who are allowing us to be in the decision, that we are doing that with the mindset that we're creating a good environment now for ourselves. And that could be our maternity policy, it could be our grooming policy, all the things that affect us being different in gender to others. And then also in areas such as the union decisions. I'm a true believer that if other employee groups or the union are involved in some sort of input on big decisions in our organization, that we should also be at that table. So that's my passion in this group, and I'm hopeful that we will really pave a way that when any decisions are being made and other groups are being allowed to have input, or any policies being written that could affect us in any way, that we are in that collaborating and are an active part of building an environment that will be good for us now and then good for the future. I see us having larger numbers. You know, we have what, 62?